Satellite weather for the Southland, late night and early morning low clouds, otherwise fair and warmer today and tomorrow. High today near 72, a low tonight near 58, and a high tomorrow near 80. Currently, it's 60 degrees at the beaches, 60 in the valley, 61 in Orange County. Here in Hollywood, it's 60 degrees. Now more music with London and Engelman on KWST 106.
All hits, all the time.
KWST 106.
KWST.
Los Angeles.
It's 8:03 with John London and Ron Engelman.
KWST 106.
807.
60 degrees under cloudy skies in Hollywood. Today's high?
72.
Oh, that's great, Ron. He's doing a wonderful job with that.
You want to get down?
Get down on it. Get
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's supposed to be entertainment.
that's entertainment. That's entertainment. KWST 106. And this is supposed to be information.
811.
And I guess that must mean the traffic report you're talking about. Freeway's looking a little bit better right now. CHP is still clearing away an earlier accident on the northbound San Diego freeway at Alicia Parkway. Number 1 lane closed on the outbound Santa Ana at Lakewood for repairs. And there's an accident on the 17th Street off-ramp to the northbound Newport freeway. That's a traffic update on KWST.
You know what would be a solution to the British Navy? They ought to get a hold of the Goodyear blimp, because it's a well-known fact that Argentina's never look up.
That's right.
They just never look. There's never been a reason to. There's no birds in South America, for one thing.
Yeah, and they just don't gawk around.
They don't gawk. They don't have any airplanes ahead. They're straight ahead. You could dump that blimp right over them. I'm talking about right there in Buenos Aires, and just dump a nuclear warhead and call it quits.
They wouldn't know the difference.
They wouldn't know the difference. Speaking of that, another celebration today, Cinco de Mayo, of course, big celebrations all over town. We just received a report that Jacques Cousteau has challenged Maclovio Perez down on Alvera Street later this afternoon. He's got a harpoon gun, Maclovio. He says, bring anything you want.
High noon. Oh, boy.
Cinco de Mayo 2, as Jacques is calling it. It's 8:12 with London and Engelman.
Tonight at 11 on Channel 64, Eyewitness News Center News Watch News, co-anchor News Ferrets, Alan Sloan and Rosetta Clone go undercover to report on church bingo. After attending numerous games, it was discovered that some of the players are addicted to the game and, when taken away from it, exhibit the same withdrawal symptoms as drug addicts. Be sure to be watching tonight as a 76-year-old grandma experiences cold turkey withdrawal and begins swallowing her bingo chips. It's not a pretty sight. Also tonight, a report on the Cinco de Mayo celebrations in the city. Watch as a group of 10,000 Mexican-Americans become crazed on peyote-laced tacos, storm and devour the entire contents of a Dorito factory. In addition, don't miss the weather report with Maclovio Johnson, who, following the lead of Jack in the Box and Arco Oil, will, when finished, blow his weather map up with a World War II landmine. The news is followed by Menachem Schwartz with Schwartz on Sports. Tonight, Menachem reports that Tommy Lasorda had to put a pinch runner in for Fernando Valenzuela last night when, after getting a hit, stated he wasn't running all the way around the bases for a measly $300,000 a year. All this and no more tonight at 11 on Channel 64 in Los Angeles.
You, the public, are cordially invited to dine with Weldon P. Wiener Schnitzel and win your share of over $1 million in cash and prizes. You could win such delicacies as Weldon P. Wiener Schnitzel's signature hamburgers.
And money.
Or his famous chili cheese dogs.
Money.
Crispy golden fries.
Money.
Dr. Peppers.
Money.
Pepsis.
Money, money, money.
And yes, deliciously generous servings of cash. $100, $1,000, up to $10,000. Invitations to dine with Weldon have the complete details and odds. Pick one up free and win your share of $1 million in cash and prizes at any participating Wiener Schnitzel, where the food is terrific.
And so is the money.
Game ends July 4th, 1982. Void where prohibited. You must be 16 or older to play.
If you need timely, useful information every business day that can help you make better business decisions, have a pencil ready for a very important offer from the Wall Street Journal that will help keep you on top of anything happening anywhere that could affect your future and your company's future. The Wall Street Journal is the only national daily business publication. Every business day, the Wall Street Journal reports to you the latest management trends and techniques, news of government, labor, your competition, up-to-the-minute business information often available nowhere else. The Wall Street Journal is the only publication that gives you all the business news you need, in depth, in detail, in time for you to use it, to help you make smarter business decisions. Right now, you can get 26 weeks of the Journal, one for every business day of the week, for about $1.80 per week. That's just $47 for 26 weeks, about $1.80 per week. So if you're serious about business, in the continental U.S., call toll-free 800-228-3535. That's 800-228-3535. Except in Nebraska. You'll be billed later.
Of all the billions of planets in space, only one is off limits to man.
Which one?
Forbidden World. Touchdown on Forbidden World, where explorers discover an unimaginable horror. Part alien, part human, all nightmare. It lives on Forbidden World, and next it's coming for you. Forbidden World, a science fiction shocker. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Starts Friday at a theater or drive-in near you. Check newspaper for listings from New World Pictures.
Involved with life on the streets of Southern California with Rick Jagger.
What do you think of London and Engelman?
I think they're very funny. They have a wonderful sense of humor. I listen to them most of the time. I think they're great. They're great guys.
London and Englewood, is that what it's called? I never heard of them, but I sure would like to hear their sounds, you know.
Yeah, sometimes in the morning, they come out in the morning, don't they? Yeah, sometimes in the morning when I'm coming to school, I hear them on the radio. It's just great.
I've never been to London, never heard of Engelman.
I think they're okay.
Well, I guess they're okay.
I don't know who they are, but I've heard of them. They're okay, I guess.
They're fantastic.
I think they're stupid.
They made a hamburger commercial.
London and Engelman are just great. I listen to them every morning. But who I really like is Benny Martinez. I think he's terrific.
Street Life with Rick Jagger. A presentation of KWST Public Affairs.
All right, Jagger. We'll accept that challenge, pal.
You're on.
You're on, pal.
You're on. You just threw the gauntlet.
You did. You did. You just hit us in the face with your dad's glove. Love. To love. Look what you have done to my own self. KWST 106.
821.
Boswell Skaggs Theater this morning with London
and Engelman.
Oh, Jagger. You're worthless. You're a worthless human being.
Garbage.
You are a worthless piece of garbage. 60 degrees now. We'll be taking a trip out to Catalina Island. But first, news.
Good morning. It's cloudy and 60 degrees. Today's high temperature nearing 72. This is Sharon Dale with the 822 KWST Commuter Report, brought to you by Security Pacific Bank, the looking forward bank. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher was wearing black today as she went into a meeting with her war cabinet amid new pressure for a truce in the battle over the Falkland Islands. Latest reports are that 87 crewmen aboard the HMS Sheffield were killed, wounded, or are missing after Argentina sank a British destroyer. KWST correspondent Edwin Smith reports on reaction from British families awaiting word on the ship's crew.
Relatives of the 270 men aboard the destroyer Sheffield have been bombarding special Royal Navy phone lines with calls about their husbands and sons aboard the ship. Because the crew of the Sheffield was picked up by several different ships, it's taking time to check names and numbers and establish just how many casualties were caused by the Argentine missile attack. One Portsmouth wife, Mrs. Julie Ball, has already heard that her husband is among those saved, but she says feelings among their families are running high.
Very, very upset, possibly very bitter.
Because the Sheffield was diverted to the South Atlantic at the end of another long patrol in the Indian Ocean, the crew haven't seen their families in 7 months.
Meanwhile, the White House says the U.S. is dealing with other governments around the clock to try to settle the Falklands crisis. President Reagan is reportedly briefed on the situation 3 or 4 times a day. Prosecutors will call more witnesses in today's second day of testimony at the John Hinckley trial. KWST correspondent Bill Small reports Hinckley's sanity may soon become the main issue.
The government will present medical testimony this morning in its case against John Hinckley Jr., but it won't be psychiatric evidence. The doctors will be among those who treated President Reagan and the 3 other men wounded in the attack against them 13 months ago. The government has its psychiatric witnesses standing by, but has no need to put them on the stand yet because there's still an assumption that Hinckley was sane when he did the shooting. The defense will try to show that he was insane at the time when they begin presenting their case, probably this afternoon. When they finish, the government will begin presenting its psychiatrist to rebut the defense's claim of insanity. It'll be up to the jury to decide who's right, possibly 3 weeks or even more from now.
Meanwhile, KWST reporter Bob Fuss has the latest on the parole hearing for Sirhan at Soledad Prison.
Much of the first 7 days of testimony at the Sirhan parole hearing has centered on conflicting stories from inmate witnesses, none of whom can be considered reputable. All were housed with Sirhan in a protective housing unit, meaning all are serious offenders who also were informers. Some have testified Sirhan told them damaging things, such as that he wanted to kill Senator Edward Kennedy. The rest say Sirhan never talked about politics. These latter pro-Sirhan inmates say the others are making up stories about Sirhan to get favors from the authorities. The 3-member parole board has to sift through the conflicting testimony in trying to decide if there are grounds for canceling Sirhan's 1984 parole.
In local court actions, a judge refused to accept a Los Angeles jury's claim it's deadlocked in the trial of a young Armenian charged with the 1980 firebombing of a Turkish diplomat's home. That diplomat was later assassinated. The judge told the jurors to resume their discussions today. After 8 days of deliberation, still no decision in the record libel suit against Penthouse magazine. The jury in Compton will continue those discussions later this morning. And 17 people identified as members or supporters of the Revolutionary Communist Party are scheduled to appear in court in Los Angeles today for arraignment. They were arrested during a violent May Day protest. And in the wake of last week's intensified raids on illegal aliens, the Immigration and Naturalization Service says it will now be returning to its previous level of raids. Last week's crackdown, called Operation Jobs, was designed to allow unemployed citizens access to decent-paying jobs held by the illegals. Some 5,500 suspected aliens were arrested in the raids last week. KWST Sports coming up next.
Looking forward. Looking forward is not just an advertising slogan with Security Pacific Bank. It's a philosophy. A philosophy we demonstrate with looking forward conveniences, such as Security Pacific Ready Tellers, where people work and where they go shopping. And with a forward-looking experiment in banking by two-way television from the home. But most of all, in addition to the many modern technological conveniences, at Security Pacific, there's a looking forward spirit. People in over 600 convenient offices looking forward to helping you plan your financial future. We feel this makes Security Pacific Bank unique. The combination of modern technology with personalized service to serve people better.
Looking forward.
Member FDIC.
Are you concerned about an unplanned pregnancy? Well, call Collect or Direct. The pregnancy hotline number is 487-LIFE. KWST Sports, Dusty Baker helped Fernando Valenzuela even his record at 3-3 last night when Baker smacked a bases-loaded single in the bottom of the ninth to give the Dodgers a 2-1 victory over the New York Mets. Meanwhile, Padres got things going right off the bat in a 7-3 win over the Montreal Expos. Gary Templeton and Sixto Lezcano each whacked first-inning homers, and the Cleveland Indians edged the Angels 6-5. New York Islanders beat Quebec 4-2 to take a 4-game sweep of their best-of-7 NHL playoff series, while Vancouver pulled to within 1 game of their first-ever final series with a 5-3 win over Chicago. And NFL lawyers make their closing arguments today in the Oakland Raiders NFL antitrust trial in Los Angeles. The news has been brought to you by Security Pacific Bank, looking forward to serving people better. Satellite weather for the Southland, late night and early morning low clouds, otherwise fair and warmer today and tomorrow with a high today near 72 and a low tonight near 58. Tomorrow should be near 80 degrees. Currently, it's 60 degrees at the beaches, still 60 in the valley, 61 in Orange County, and here in Hollywood, it's 60 degrees. Now more music with London and Engelman on KWST 106.
KWST 106.
831.
Good morning. This is London and Engelman.
KWST 106, 833. Catalina Island. Right after this.
KWST 106. 60 degrees with London and Engelman. Let's check traffic now with Sharon Dale.
Just a couple of problems on the freeways. There's a car that went over to the side on the northbound Golden State at Western, a disabled vehicle slowing up things on the northbound Harbor at 3rd. Traffic is also slow on the northbound Harbor from Slauson all the way up to Santa Barbara. That's a traffic update on KWST.
Late night and early morning low clouds, and now a Daleism with possible fog and drizzle. That's according to Sharon Dale. Otherwise, now back to the official forecast. Otherwise, fair and warmer today and tomorrow. Look for a high near 72 degrees. The low tonight near 58, and tomorrow's high back up to a sizzling 80 degrees. Currently at the beaches at 62, in the valley at 61, and Orange County reports 61, and here in Hollywood it's 60 degrees with London and Engelman.
Welcome to Catalina Island, where all your fantasies can come true.
Tattoo! Tattoo! Where is that mingle? Tattoo! Tattoo! Where is that miserable, mangled mass of midgetry? Tattoo! You gopher-bait little twerp, where are you?
Here, boss. Here I am. I'm down here.
I hear a voice, but I see no one.
Down here, boss. Look down here.
Oh, there you are. I thought at first you were a ghost. You certainly are as freakishly frightening as a ghost, Tattoo.
Yes, boss.
Where have you been?
I was cleaning up.
Cleaning up? You haven't been hygienically cleansed since you were knee-high to an amoeba.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
But perhaps you were hosing yourself off from your latest escapade. Yes, Tattoo?
What do you mean, boss?
How innocent. I'm referring to Mrs. Flatman, Tattoo, the big, fat, smelly woman whose fantasy was to be Amelia Earhart. But during her historical solo flight, she encountered engine trouble. It seems someone had punctured a hole in her oil pan, and Mrs. Flatman dropped like an iron Twinkie into the ocean.
Oh, terrible.
She was finally drugged ashore, half dead from exhaustion, soaked through her folds of fat to the bone, with jellyfish stuck to her seaweed-covered carcass. She was some sight, Tattoo. Did you get a chance to see her?
Yes, boss. I saw the whole thing. It took a lot longer than I thought.
So it was you. You little better never do that. I mean it. I am sick to death of your antics, and I am sick of your constant yelling, "The pain, the pain." If I hear you yell that one more time, I will beat your stunted little brains out of your runty little ears, Tattoo.
Yes, boss. No more. Yes, boss. I understand.
Now then, our first guest. What is that noise, Tattoo?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea what it can be?
No, boss. I have no idea at all. I don't know what that is.
Very strange.
Boss?
Yes, Tattoo?
Get the newspaper rolled up.
I'm ready, Tattoo. Never, ever do that again! As I was saying, our first guest is Captain Kangaroo.
What is his fantasy?
He would like to get even with the little ingrates who force him to dress up like a hoser and talk like a 6-year-old. So the gentle captain would like to get into a train and run over a little crib jockey in a locomotive.
But, boss, there are no children on this island. But, oh, no, boss, please, no. Not me, boss, please.
I pay you your fee. You will do what you're told when you're told.
Yes, boss.
Our second guests are McNeil and Lehrer.
What is their fantasy?
To remove the brains from the creator of the Dukes of Hazzard to see how it is possible for any man to develop such obnoxious sophomoric swill.
Yes, boss.
Our last guest, once again, is Olivia Newton-John.
What is her fantasy, boss?
She's getting even sleazier, Tattoo.
Oh, no.
She wants her nose stuffed with plastic explosives and then have Nolan Ryan detonate her face with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball.
Oh, she's so sick, boss.
Oh, and Tattoo.
Yes, boss.
Here are some pills for you.
What kind of pills, boss?
Pills that will allow you to grow to normal height.
But, really, boss?
Yes.
I can be a normal human being, boss?
Yes, you can, Tattoo, but you must take them all right now.
Oh, I will, boss, I will.
Mm-hmm.
There, boss. There, boss. I took all the pills.
Oh, wait. These aren't anti-midget pills.
They're not?
No, I'm sorry, Tattoo. You just took 17 X-Lax pills.
Oh, boss.
Run along, Tattoo. You don't want to be caught short.
Oh, boss.
Come back again real soon for another visit to Catalina Island.
Here we go.
If you could use a good job for both this summer and next, we know where you can make over $1,100 for just 8 weeks. Much of the work is out of town, but don't worry. Travel, food, and lodging are all paid for, and you'll be back in plenty of time for school. We'll work you hard for those 8 weeks, but when you come home, you'll be $1,100 richer and $1,100 prouder. Call your Army Reserve recruiter today and reserve yourself a good job for this summer.
In the Army Reserve.
Paid for by the Army Reserve.
Clairol Appliances has the power to make Mother's Day beautiful. Looking for a gift that'll last and make her beautiful? Give Mother a Clairol appliance, a Crazy Brush Soft Styler, or a True to Light Makeup Mirror, the new Custom Care Setter, or the Foot Fixer. She'll be beautiful from head to toe.
And Clairol has everything you need to help you look your best. Ooh, Clairol has the power to make you beautiful.
Clairol Appliances, the power to make Mother's Day beautiful.
Fantasia, the nightclub of tomorrow on the third level of the Bonaventure Hotel in the new downtown L.A. presents...
This is LA's original homeboy, Benny Martinez, inviting you to join me for the KWST Cinco de Mayo celebration on Wednesday, May 5th at Fantasia. Arrive early for Fantasia's very own taco bar, where you can create your own tacos absolutely free from 4 to 8 p.m. Come in costume and enter our Cinco de Mayo costume competition with a special grand prize, which we'll announce later. And at midnight, I'll host a special dance contest with lots of prizes, and all night long we'll be giving away the music of Fantasia. That's the Cinco de Mayo KWST celebration at Fantasia, Wednesday, May 5th, from 4 p.m. till 2 a.m. with your host, yours truly, Benny Martinez.
Fantasia, the nightclub of tomorrow. Third level Bonaventure Hotel, downtown L.A. 689-4777. That's 689-4777. Fantasia, the exclusive nightclub of KWST.
Tomorrow night is Ladies' Night, with the first 50 ladies each receiving a long-stemmed red rose from 8 to 9 p.m. at Fantasia, the nightclub of tomorrow.
8:44. Yeah, we're having a real good time. Hope you are too.
Yeah.
Robert Caldwell. What I won't do for love with London and Engelman. Hi, who's on the phone?
This is Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. What can we do for you this morning?
I wanted to request a song.
You did?
Yeah, because I called yesterday and you guys said you were going to play it. You never did.
Oh.
Everybody in my office wants to hear it.
What does everybody in your office want to hear?
Free Bird by Leonard Skinner.
What is the name of your office?
It's Sherwood Management.
Sherwood Management does not sound like a Leonard Skinner type of office to me. It really doesn't. That's
It is.
It's an elevator music office.
That's exactly what it is. It might be a Matman.
We're all done. We've all been dying to hear it for a long time.
How many people are in that office?
8.
I want you to put all 8 people. I want them to swear over the telephone that they want to hear Leonard Skinner.
Here's one of them. I swear I want to hear that song.
All right, that's one. Which one?
I swear I want to hear Leonard Skinner.
All right, that's 2.
I swear I want to hear Leonard Skinner.
That's the same girl who was on there.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I swear also.
All right, that's 4. You're 4 short.
I want to hear Matt Monroe.
I knew it.
Stinking broad was lying to us.
I know. Okay, I'll tell you what. You proved your case. At least half the audience, the office wants to hear it, so we'll play a little. Here's Freebird for you from Leonard Skinner.
All right, thanks.
Yeah! Freebird!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, float that up! Be a bird! Be free! Take that down!
All right. Freebird, your official Leonard Skinner station. KWST.
Imagine you're in a camera store, looking over all the familiar names in 35mm photography, names you've been exposed to hundreds of times. Suddenly, an unfamiliar name catches your eye. Unfamiliar to you, but not in Japan, where it's been a leading name in cameras for over 40 years. Ricoh. R-I-C-O-H. Now imagine an entire line of 35mm SLRs, each one constructed around an all-metal chassis, because we wouldn't settle for plastic. Picture a camera with a viewfinder system that supplies you with more photographic information than any other camera in the world, and even goes as far as the sun for its power source. And then we have a special camera that goes as deep as the ocean for shots 100 feet under the sea. Shots that will take your breath away. Well, you can stop imagining and see all this for yourself at any Rico camera specialty dealer. And to think you might have overlooked us. Rico, a name worth looking into.
You can win a dream trip to Las Vegas, and it's easy. Just come into Burbank Toyota. Test drive any of their beautiful new Toyota cars or trucks and sign up. It's that simple. Burbank Toyota is a Toyota truck center specializing in truck conversions. From now until June 2nd, they're busting loose with fantastic deals on new trucks. They have them all, too. Short beds, long beds, 4x4s, crew cabs, and utilities, all at very competitive prices. Burbank Toyota in beautiful downtown Burbank is your one-stop dealership with complete sales and service departments, plus a fully equipped body shop. Fleet and leasing departments and rent-a-car also available. Freeway close just seconds from the Golden State at 711 South San Fernando Road. That's 711 South San Fernando Road in beautiful downtown Burbank. Dick Cremeni's Burbank Toyota. And don't forget to sign up for a dream trip to Las Vegas.
Buy a Burbank Toyota. They're cheap to keep.
If you get hungry between 11 and 3, and who doesn't, you can also get a lot poorer. Because at today's prices, even lunch can cost a bunch. Now, does that mean you have to brown bag it? Not when you can come to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Every Monday through Friday from 11 to 3, we serve up the Colonel's delicious country lunch. And it only costs about $1.89. You get Colonel Sanders' chicken sandwich, a breast fillet of Kentucky Fried Chicken with lettuce and dressing on a sesame seed bun. You also get an order of the Colonel's Kentucky Fries. Oh, not those stringy little fries. These are plump potato wedges with the skin still on. You get it all for under $2. And it's all the good food you need to do you till dinner. That's the Colonel's Country Lunch, his delicious chicken sandwich, and his plump Kentucky fries. All for only about $1.89. Every Monday through Friday from 11 to 3, where you see the Country Lunch window banner.
Take your appetite to lunch. The Country Lunch. All this week at the Colonel's.
Colonel Sanders, we ain't talking chickens here. We're supposed to be talking pigs.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Farmer John, who's sponsoring this hour's newscast. Sorry, well, you do have a lot in common with the Colonel. I mean,
How do you figure that?
Well, he's done.
Am I dead?
No, but he's done to chickens what you've done to pigs. It's kind of a...
You got a point there.
Yeah. Let's talk about pork. Let's talk about Farmer John ham. Farmer John, why should people pick up your brand of cooked and smoked ham as opposed to the many other less quality brands?
Well, actually, the difference is in the pig itself.
The difference is the pig, huh? And in what way?
Well, you see all these other slaughtering houses and pig raisers. Most of these pigs are raised in slop.
Yes, they are.
You know, filthy, grimy pig pens.
Yes, I know.
They live in sties.
Oh.
They waller in mud.
And muck.
I mean, it's a sick-looking, grimy thing those pigs have to call home.
I know, yeah.
But our pigs aren't like that.
How do they live?
Our pigs are bathed daily.
Oh.
Their feet never touch the ground.
Oh, really?
The bottoms of each pen is lined with mink hides.
Mink hides?
And they're fed. They're not slopped. They're fed.
What are they?
Tuxedos, waiters, and they're fed on china plates.
Whoa.
Can you believe that?
Oh, no, they don't eat that.
Also, we brush their teeth after each meal. We teach them how to blow their snouts into Kleenex so they aren't running around runny-nosed.
Rooting and snooting, blowing stuff out, yeah.
And finally, their toes and nails are filed and polished daily.
Oh, that is... Farmer John, can I ask you something?
You betcha.
That's amazing what you've done to these filthy animals. You've taken them, you've groomed them, you've cleaned them, you've made them into something you can be proud of.
Yeah.
Could we give you Sharon Dale for about a week? Could you...
I don't think I can do anything with that.
Could you at least teach her to blow her nose? Well,
give it a shot.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Farmer John fine products are featured this week at all your favorite markets.
Good morning. It's cloudy, 60 degrees. Today's high temperature nearing 72. This is Sharon Dale with the 850 KWST Commuter Report, brought to you by Farmer John. Latest casualty figures are 87 crewmen dead, missing, or wounded as the result of yesterday's Argentine missile attack on the British destroyer Sheffield off the Falkland Islands, and there's some speculation the British may retaliate by trying to hit the Argentine aircraft carrier 25th of May. KWST foreign correspondent Jerry Smith reports from Buenos Aires that both sides have suffered losses in the battle over the Falklands.
The British and the Argentines have each lost important battleships and some combat planes, but neither side will say how many military troops have died. Navy rescue boats continue to search for hundreds of sailors who jumped into lifeboats when the Argentine cruiser General Belgrano sank on Sunday, but officials warn that many may have died. Instead of celebrating the sinking of England's Sheffield destroyer, Argentines sank into a somber mood, as they began to realize that this is a serious war. Entertainers and singers have been holding benefit performances in stadiums and restaurants in Buenos Aires to raise money to pay for the escalating war. The United States Embassy, sensing a growing anti-American sentiment, ordered some personnel and their dependents to leave the country until the danger is over.
Los Angeles jurors have been ordered back into deliberations after insisting they were deadlocked in the trial of an Armenian youth charged with the firebombing of Kamal Arikan's home in 1980. Harut Sassounian's brother is charged with the subsequent slaying of the Turkish consul general in Los Angeles last January. But the Justice Commandos for the Armenian Genocide continued the violence on the East Coast yesterday. KWST correspondent Phil Serkin reports the honorary Turkish consul for the Boston area was killed in an ambush.
The assassination appeared well planned. Honorary Turkish Consul General Orhan Gündüz was driving home along a busy street in the Boston suburb of Somerville. A gunman wearing a jogging suit and sunglasses walked up to the car, a gun in each hand, and opened fire. Gündüz didn't have a chance.
It has been determined that he was killed as a result of being shot at least 9 times by what appeared to be a 9mm weapon.
Sergeant Bernard Regan of the Somerville Police. The FBI and state officials have joined in the investigation. They have the clothes and guns the assassin abandoned, and at least one eyewitness in the case. A group calling itself the Justice Commandos for the Armenian Genocide has claimed responsibility. That's the group which not only says it murdered a Turkish diplomat in Los Angeles this year, but also claimed responsibility for the bombing of Gündüz's store in Cambridge in March.
Reagan administration, the House, and the Senate all busy today talking about the 1983 budget. KWST correspondent Gene Gibbons reports on efforts in the House.
The democratically controlled House Budget Committee will have Budget Director David Stockman at the witness table as it begins work on its version of a government spending plan for fiscal 1983. Stockman is certain to be asked what steps the administration favors to deal with the huge deficits the president's economic program projects. The White House says Mr. Reagan doesn't favor key elements of a budget plan unveiled yesterday by the chairman of the Republican-controlled Senate Budget Committee. Senator Peter Domenici wants massive tax hikes and a freeze on most non-defense spending to get the deficit down. Congressional leaders still think a congressional compromise is possible. They plan to compare notes when the House and Senate Budget Committees finish their work. But even if Congress agrees on a budget, it may be hard to get the president to buy it.
At the urging of a federal mediator, negotiators met yesterday in the strike by 2,000 truck drivers, which has slowed or halted dozens of construction projects in Los Angeles and Orange counties. But that one-hour meeting failed to jog any movement by either side. And Pac-Man has finally met his match. 18-year-old Eric Schwibs, a computer science major at State College in Buffalo, New York, claims he's the best player of that video game, and it looks like he proved his point last weekend with an 8-hour game. When the dust cleared Sunday morning, Eric had nearly 3 million points on the board and was still going strong, but the trouble was it was just too much for Pac-Man, who went haywire. The screen broke out in a jumble of letters and numbers that seemed to spell out enough is enough, and asked for a diagnosis. The repairman said it seems Eric's score just overloaded Pac-Man's computer circuits. Well, if you're worried about growing old, let St. Joseph Medical Center dispel those fears at a free program on Thursday, May 20th. For reservations, call the Medical Center. KWST Sports, Dusty Baker singled with the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth last night to lead the Dodgers to a 2-1 win over the Mets. Gary Templeton and Sixto Lezcano homered in the first inning to spark San Diego to a 7-3 win over Montreal, and Cleveland beat the Angels 6-5. And hard luck junior lightweight Bobby Chacon came back after suffering a deep cut over his eye to knock out Roserdo Ramirez in the 8th round last night. It was Chacon's second fight since his wife committed suicide after he refused to give up fighting earlier this year. The news has been brought to you by Farmer John, easternmost in quality, westernmost in flavor. Satellite weather for the Southland, late night and early morning low clouds, otherwise sunny and warmer today and tomorrow. High today near 72, tomorrow near 80. And currently it's 60 degrees at the beaches, 60 in the valley, 61 in Orange County. Here in Hollywood, 60 degrees. Now more music with London and Engelman on KWST 106.
All hits, all the time.
KWST 106.
KWST.
Los Angeles.
9 o'clock
with John London
and Ron Engelman.
So you grab the nightstick and you put it... Excuse me, I'm talking to an officer.
That's all right, that's right. You go ahead. KWST 106, it's 906.
How long do you let him gurgle? Thank you. Get ready for the Los Angeles Police Department Celebrity Golf Tournament coming up in, well, not this weekend, but next Saturday, May 15th. We'll be playing
London and Engelman will be there.
With real men, ladies and gentlemen. We'll tell you how you can be part of it in just a few minutes. Well, this is really strange. Excuse me, let me do the basics here.
Sure.
KWST 106.
And another basic is it's 909.
This is a basic. It's usually done off the air as we adjust the microphones.
Every now and then we...
As the show goes along, we begin slumping more and more in the chair, and they have to continue. It starts way up here.
Way up there.
We end up down here.
Down here somewhere.
This isn't, I don't think, an irritating sound, is it?
No, that's not irritating.
All right, let's check for British subs. The waters are clear this morning. Thank you very much. All right. It's kind of strange. A lady called in, wanted me to wish a happy birthday to her husband, which we don't do that kind of stuff.
No, we don't.
It's too many of you. That's all we'd be doing with our millions and millions of listeners. But I thought this was kind of interesting. He's a twin. Of course, oddly enough, his brother's birthday is today. Little Kenny and Denny Allison.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're just born twins. Today, they're going to go see a plastic surgeon, and they're going to be attached to each other's hips.
Yeah, they're going to be surgically attached.
They want to become Siamese twins. Very strange.
A little backwards.
A little backwards is definitely
people.
that. 60 degrees with London and Engelman coming up in a few minutes. We're going to be going out to Biff Bottoms, who's going to be reporting on some Cinco de Mayo celebration that's already going on around town. That'll be interesting. Late night and early morning low clouds. Look for a high today of 72. Tomorrow's high, 80. Now in Hollywood, 60.
Why wait? Why wait for the sun to get the look of summer blonde?
Look like you spent a week in the sun. Spend a few minutes with Summer Blonde.
Why wait? Do it now with Summer Blonde Hair Lightener by Clairol in 2 formulas for a little sun or a lot of sun.
Look like you spent a week in the sun. Spend a few minutes with Summer Blonde. Spend a few minutes with Summer Blonde.
If you want Bruce Lee tonight, Channel 5 has got him. Tonight at 8 on Channel 5, a tribute to the master continues in the LA premiere of the Bruce Lee story, Super Dragon.
Well now, so you're alive. All right. We can soon fix that.
Lots of people try to kill Bruce Lee.
You're gonna die.
But Bruce always gave them the same answer. Tonight, Bruce Lee becomes the first international cult leader before his mysterious death. There's nobody to take his place because we're talking about great. At 8 tomorrow night on LA 5, Bruce stars in The Invincible.
You'll be sorry for this.
When a kung fu student goes sour, Bruce not only has to straighten him out, but he also bends him a little. Tonight at 8, the Bruce Lee story, Super Dragon. Tomorrow night at 8, The Invincible. Both with only 2 commercial intermissions, both on Channel 5, LA's movie station.
Someday you'll own. Someday you'll own. Sooner or later you'll own Generals.
I'll bet you drive your truck farther in a week than a lot of people drive their cars in a month.
You're probably right. So I know the importance of dependable tires. That's why I use Generals on my rig. They're tough. In fact, I just put a set of General all-season radial tires on my car. The Amera way.
Amera?
Right. Amera on the sidewall is General's way of saying quality.
Then I should put Generals on my car.
You bet. They're tough enough for me. I'll bet they'll be tough enough for you.
Someday you'll own Amera. Someday you'll own Amera. Sooner or later you'll own Generals. Sooner or later you'll own Generals.
KWST 106 presents 2020 Music World every Sunday morning at 9. Brought to you in part by Wiener Schnitzel and KWST.
I like to lift weights. There's a lot of good exercise facilities and a lot of aerobic clubs. Roy Paul usually has a good selection of choreographers that come here. I prefer Newport Beach because I used to live down there. I like it very much. I enjoy going to live theater, to dance concerts, different cultural events. The Nautilus down here in Westwood. I like the diversity of people, and I like the openness of people. That I think there's a lot of acceptance for new ideas in California.
I can go to the beach, I can go to the mountains, I can go to the desert, and yet it does have all the attractions of most metropolitan places.
LA is growing as a multicultural city.
Boy loves to go sailing, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. Chris, watch it. Chris, come on! Oh, I'm sorry.
Somebody throw him a life jacket.
No, it's too late, Ron. Shark's got him, boys and girls. He's gone.
What a mess.
Shark bait. Well, that's what happens. 60 degrees at KWest 106.
918.
KWest 106.
921.
London and Engelman, and of course Cinco de Mayo is today, May 5th. Very, very popular Mexican celebration day as they celebrate their victory over the French 5 years ago.
No.
Or more. Or more. I was going to say or more.
Okay.
I'm not sure when.
Many
it was
more.
5 years or many more.
Many more.
On the phone with us is once again KWest street reporter Biff Bottoms, who is out covering on the streets of Los Angeles one of the Cinco de Mayo celebrations. Biff, are you there?
Yes, this is Biff Bottoms on the streets of Los Angeles, reporting on the numerous Cinco de Mayo activities expected to take place later today.
Great.
I'm currently at a traditional Mexican gathering spot on Cinco de Mayo, anxiously awaiting the festivities. It's been surprisingly mild so far this morning.
Really?
The patrons are not dining on huevos rancheros with tequila shooters as was expected.
Really? What are they dining on, Biff?
Instead, they're opting for bagels, cream cheese, and Mogan David wine. I asked a waitress where the piñatas were, and she answered me using a Spanish term.
What was the Spanish term?
She said something about a schlemiel.
Biff?
Yes.
Where are you exactly?
Currently?
Yes.
Where I'm awaiting the Cinco de Mayo activities?
Yes.
I'm in a place, I'm in a place called Commuter on Fairfax Avenue.
Cantors on Fairfax.
Yes, exactly.
Biff, you're in a Jewish deli. You're in the middle of the Jewish section of town there on Fairfax at Cantor's Deli. Those are Jewish people that you're dining with.
I was wondering because I didn't see the tamale stands around here. I thought maybe there was something a little awry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make that on whole wheat. All right. I tell you what, Biff, why don't you go a little east?
East.
Get in your car and go east.
Head east.
Head east. And call us when you get there.
How far east?
Oh, you'll know.
I'll know.
You'll know.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank you. Biff,
Bye.
report. Biff Bottoms, the KWest Street reporter.
Hurry! You've got to join Weight Watchers right away. Weight Watchers is taking 50% off first meeting and registration fees now through May 15th. So you can get those fabulous Weight Watchers food plans that everyone is talking about and start shaping up now at terrific savings. Best of all, this half-price offer is only half the story. After you join and attend Weight Watchers classes for 12 consecutive weeks, you'll get a valuable gold card. It'll save you $2 every time you come to class through December 31st, providing you keep your membership current. Oh, so hurry. Join Weight Watchers now for 50% less. Learn how to lose weight without giving up the foods you love. And soon you could be celebrating a happy new you. I should tell you this offer is good in participating areas only. For more information, call Weight Watchers. You'll find them in the white pages. Oh, phew.
Have you heard of Charles Schwab? You may not know him, but Wall Street does, because Charles Schwab has built a giant brokerage firm on a single idea. Investors who don't need brokers' advice shouldn't have to pay for it. When Charles Schwab customers buy or sell, they save up to 75% of the commissions they'd pay full commission brokers. At Charles Schwab & Company, brokers don't advise, they execute orders, often in 60 seconds. Securities in every account are SIPC protected to $500,000. Idle investment cash can be automatically transferred to a money market fund. Today, Charles Schwab's company, a member of the New York Stock Exchange, is the largest discount brokerage firm in the country with over 40 offices nationwide. If you can decide on your own what securities you want to buy or sell, phone Charles Schwab and save up to 75% on brokers' commissions. For your free information kit and rate schedule, call this toll-free number in the continental U.S. now, 800-228-5505. That's 800-228-5505, except in Nebraska. Remember, when you know what you want Charles Schwab.
Have you ever thought about becoming a disc jockey, newscaster, or sportscaster? Ever wondered about your ability to do radio commercials? Maybe even thought about the possibility of a behind-the-scenes job in the broadcast industry? Well, here's your chance to do something about it. The FCC has proposed changes in licensing that will allow hundreds of new stations to open. And the lab, the largest broadcast training facility in the country, is accepting applications right now to meet the demand of this rapidly growing industry. Over 10,000 square feet of glassed-in studios featuring the ultimate in state-of-the-art broadcast equipment is providing the finest hands-on training available. Visit the lab and professional broadcasters will give you an honest evaluation of your potential. You may have talent you aren't even aware of, and here's your chance to find out. Call the lab in Hollywood at 469-1222. Auditions are being held Thursdays only. Call 469-1222, the lab.
London and Engelman. KWST 106. Time Machine.
1972, the Hollies. KWST 106, 932. Paul Davis, talking about the good times back in 65.